Officer Hùng, a man who has always dedicated himself to justice and truth, suddenly finds himself in a dangerous situation when a ruthless gang ambushes him. He lies motionless on the ground, blood spreading across his body, with no one around to help. Just when his life is hanging by a thread, a strange girl appears like a ray of hope, rushing to his aid in this critical moment. But is this girl truly his savior? Or is she hiding some secret? Could she be the one connected to Hung's enemies, causing him to fall into this perilous situation? Her appearance raises countless questions and mysteries. Is she genuinely trying to help? Or is it all just a facade to cover up a hidden agenda? Will Hung survive this life or death challenge? Or is it already too late to save him? The tension in these moments makes everything unpredictable. And when Hoai Ca, Hung's girlfriend, receives the news of his condition, how will she deal with her emotions and decisions? Will their love be strong enough to overcome all dangers? All the complex stories and unexpected situations will unfold in this video. Don't miss out on the chance to explore the thrilling details as every mystery is gradually revealed. Stay tuned for the next video to not miss any twist in this thrilling journey. Hung, a brave detective, was on his way home after a long day of work. Little did he know a dangerous gang had been tailing him for some time. These were the smugglers he had faced many times before, disrupting their operations. Today, they had decided to get their revenge. The road was quiet, and it was just Hung traveling alone. Suddenly, a large tree blocked his path, forcing him to stop his vehicle. He got out and removed the tree from the road, unaware of the danger that was closing in. Out of nowhere, 3 thugs sprang from the bushes surrounding him and attacking without warning. They struck quickly, knocking Hung to the ground and starting to beat him mercilessly. Though Hung fought back, his exhaustion soon overwhelmed him, and he could no longer resist. The powerful blows left blood pouring from his wounds, leaving him almost motionless. He thought to himself, "Is anyone coming to save me?" As he drifted in and out of consciousness, the mocking laughter of the gang echoed around him, deepening his sense of despair. Each punch felt like a knife, and he no longer had the strength to fight. The assault lasted only a few minutes, but for Hung, it felt like an eternity of agony. His body could no longer take the pain, and he prayed for a miracle. In the silence that followed, Hung was left wondering whether anyone would arrive in time to save him, or if he would have to endure this torment forever. In the moment when the 3 thugs hurriedly fled, a strange girl appeared from a distance. Despite being motionless on the ground, Hung couldn't help but recognize her. She rushed toward him without hesitation, her gaze unwavering, even in such a tense and dangerous situation. Hung's wounds were causing him excruciating pain, blood flowing from every part of his body, soaking the shirt he was wearing. Yet the girl continued to approach quickly, her eyes fixed on him, filled with determination and concern. When she got close, she didn't hesitate for a second. She gently bent down and carefully lifted Hung's head. Her hands were trembling, but still she was gentle and precise, each movement showing both her anxiety and her resolve. "Are you okay?" she asked softly, her voice breaking the silence between them. She hurriedly checked his wounds, trying to find a way to stop the bleeding and stabilize his condition. Her eyes never left him, her concern clear in every glance. Hung, though racked with unbearable pain, could only whisper, his breath shallow and weak. His vision blurred, the surroundings fading away, leaving only the sound of his ragged breathing and the urgent voice of the girl. He felt her warm hand tightly gripping his, but his body was too weak to respond. Despite that, he could hear every word she spoke. In that moment, everything around him seemed to fade into the background, and all that remained was the girl desperately trying to help him escape danger. But a faint doubt began to creep into Hung's mind. How could she have appeared at just the right moment when he was almost incapable of defending himself? In the chaos with his enemies fleeing and the quiet of the late night surrounding them, why was she here? He couldn't help but wonder, was she someone he knew from the past? Who was she, and why was she helping him in this perilous situation? These questions circled in Hung's mind with no answers. Yet in that moment, he felt the genuine care from her. And even though he didn't understand everything, he still felt a sense of relief to have someone by his side. Hoai Ca, Hung's girlfriend, was still caught up in her daily tasks, unaware of the terrible events unfolding. She hadn't heard from him as usual, despite having made plans to meet that evening. A growing sense of unease started to rise within her when there were no calls or messages from him. At first, Hoai Ca thought maybe Hung was too busy. Maybe he had forgotten about their date. But as time passed, her unease grew stronger. She called him, but there was no signal. She tried again, but the phone stayed silent. Her worry deepened. A vague feeling of fear began to take over her mind, and she couldn't explain why. She continued calling Hung's friends, but no one had any news. Hoai Ca grew more anxious. The sweet memories of the evenings when Hung was by her side, when he held her hand and reminded her to be careful, suddenly flooded her mind. She could feel the love he had for her, but now unable to reach him, it felt like a huge void had opened in her heart. Unable to stop worrying, she stopped and stared at her phone. Part of her wanted to believe it was just an accidental mishap, but another part of her felt deeply that this was something more than that. Hoai Ca kept calling, but the ringing seemed endless. A feeling of dread that she couldn't explain washed over her. She sighed, holding the phone in her hand, wondering if something serious had happened to Hung. The constant worry made it impossible for her to focus on her work. Her heart felt like it was burning, and she longed to hear from him. Was it a sudden accident? Or was something worse waiting for her ahead? Can the girl save Hung in this dangerous situation? He lies motionless, severely wounded, while time keeps ticking away. The girl, though scared and confused, couldn't allow herself to stop. Could she save Hung in time before it's too late? Or are there secrets behind his silence that she doesn't yet know? And when Hoai Ca receives news about Hung's condition, how will she react when faced with heartbreaking truths and unprecedented challenges? This story is sure to take you through intense, dramatic moments with unexpected twists you won't see coming. To make sure you don't miss the next developments, like and subscribe to our channel to follow Hoai Ca and Hung on their challenging journey with important decisions that will determine their fate. This journey is guaranteed to keep you on the edge of your seat. Surprises and life-changing decisions will alter everything. Stay tuned for the next video to find out what happens next.
Bữa cơm đã sẵn sàng, từng món ăn thơm phức được dọn ra, làm cho bầu không khí trong căn nhà trở nên ấm cúng hơn bao giờ hết. Hoài Ca, Tony, Hùng, Hà và bà Bảy ngồi tay cầm cái mâm cơm, tất cả đều cảm thấy một niềm vui nhẹ nhàng lan tỏa trong lòng. Mỗi người đều có một vai trò trong bữa ăn, nhưng quan trọng nhất là họ đang cùng nhau chia sẻ những khoảnh khắc quý giá, là họ đang cùng nhau là một gia đình. Hoài Ca nhìn quanh cảm thấy lòng mình ấm áp khi thấy những người thân yêu bên cạnh, và bảo về Hường chăm sóc con như cùng bố cháu. Trong khi Hùng và Hào chuyện trò vui vẻ, Amy mặc dù còn nhỏ nhưng cũng cảm thấy được tình yêu thương của mọi người. Cậu bé tươi cười cùng cả nghịch ngợm làm cả nhà phải bật cười. Cả căn nhà nhỏ dường như tràn đầy sức sống và hạnh phúc. Khi mọi lo toan căng thẳng trước đó giờ chỉ còn sự bình yên. Hoài Ca nhìn Hùng, đôi mắt cô lấp lánh niềm hạnh phúc. Ông là người bạn đời và người luôn bên cạnh cô trong những thời khắc khó khăn nhất. Giờ đây lại là người chia sẻ vui cùng cô và bày cũng nhìn họ với ánh mắt đầy yêu thương cảm thấy hạnh phúc khi cả gia đình đoàn tụ sau 3 ngày xa cách. Mặc dù cuộc sống không ít lần thử thách họ, nhưng giờ đây trong bữa ăn nhỏ gia đình không còn là biểu tượng của sự sum vầy, sự đoàn kết. Một ngày cùng nhau ăn, trò chuyện và tình cảm, những tiếng cười vang lên làm không khí trở nên ấm áp. Hoài Ca ngồi đó trong lòng cảm thấy bình yên và hạnh phúc, vì cuối cùng cô đã tìm thấy nơi mình thuộc về, đó chính là gia đình.